Hello everybody, it's GuidingHalo here. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be your weekend hope for the first weekend in September. So 5th, 6th, and 7th. Well, you can include 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th in there if you like. I did a daily hope for Friday already, on Thursday night. Let's pull a card from the Whispers of Love guidebook. Find out how we're trying to be, how the Divine's trying to open us to greater love. I love you. Oh, I got 2 cards here. These are very important words. So it's almost like I'm getting, be careful of who you say them to, but it could be 2 coming together. Forgiveness. Oh, I see reconciliation on the board, my friend. Or this could be about forgiving the past to bring in the future. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. I love you. These are very important words. So I think you should be careful about who you say them to, is what I'm getting. Let's get further cards and find out what this is really about. This is from the Alana Fairchild White Light Oracle. I got my nails done, so they're, you know, it's a little harder to shuffle things, but I sure like them. They sure look pretty. And they make me feel real pretty. Perfume of Sophia. That is a beautiful card. Look at that beautiful card. Let's find out what this card means and is about. Card number 12. That's card number 7. Ooh, I usually have these marked off before I do daily hopes, but I've not gotten there today, or yesterday, or the day before. All right. Let's just pull this over. All right. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure the answer out right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectations that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. Trust that your questions about your life will be answered. Even now, you are in the process of working your way toward the answers that will bring you clarity and higher understanding. There is a kindness in how the universe delivers a message. There is a story of 3 rabbis who went into a room and saw God. One rabbi dropped dead, the other went crazy, and the third one became enlightened. It was the same room, the same divine presence. So what accounts for the different outcomes? When we are ready for knowledge, divine guidance is incredibly helpful and healing. However, we may need certain experiences to become ready. There is as much grace in veiling a truth as in revealing it. There is a beautiful Sufi teacher that destiny is granted with compassion. Let me read that again. There is a beautiful S-U-F-I, Sufi, I think, teaching that destiny is granted with compassion. There is a time to prepare for knowledge and a time to receive it and a time to live it. There is danger in trying to force knowledge. Force is the desire to progress faster than is naturally taking place. It is a disconnection from natural rhythms. The sacred feminine, the power of knowing and divine timing, the oracle of the perfume of Sophia asks you to trust your nose. The spiritual symbolism of the ability to smell is the capacity for discernment. In the words of Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. The nose knows. As you lean into natural timing rather than trying to force something to happen, you'll remain connected to your own ground of being. You won't be pushing to get ahead. You'll be in connection with yourself. You'll be able to sense with your body and soul that which might otherwise confuse your mind, with its tendency to argue first one way, then the other. You will instinctively sniff out the truth of a situation. Then you shall be able to do something useful with that knowledge. So I think someone here is trying to make decisions about forgiveness of others and forgiveness of self when you've not even got the clarity about anything that's happened or whichever. Should I forgive or should I love the new? Should I stay with the past? Should I move forward? What should I do? Should I heal the situation? Should I? And the opportunity that's coming here is for you to trust divine timing and to be patient and to really, really allow a new portal of energy to swoop in and to open for you so that you can move through these things effortlessly. There may be someone you need to talk to or want to talk to, and perhaps it's a bit of a waiting game. And while that waiting game is happening, perhaps you're trying to decide what to do without enough information in your in the circumstances or in what's going on. So if you make a decision one way or the other, if you make a decision and say no, then perhaps you've made a decision on faulty beliefs or understanding or circumstances. If you make a decision and say yes, when you still don't know, the same applies, you see. All right, let's pull love activation cards. How is the divine trying to activate our hearts? Power of Love activation cards. The Power of Love activation cards by James Van Broek. Okay. How is the divine trying to activate our heart here? What's this about? What deeper energy is this about? What have we learned? What is it we need to learn here? Hence asking the divine what we need to learn when this here said just allow it. Be in your own energy and don't try and learn. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So there's something here about acknowledging who somebody is and how they are, even yourself. And it allows yourself to grow. It almost like gives permission. There's somebody that thinks very highly of somebody else here. May even put them on a pedestal, but I feel they feel that in some way there's something that's been done wrong to them, possibly by you, and there needs to be healing here. But in being virtuous, you acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. I acknowledge that in myself, absolutely, 100% I do. Not yet 100%, but I'm working on it, okay? Hence the virtue card. All right, let's see what else we get. The past, look at that. Through the power of love, I love you. You release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. So, is this about transforming your heart space? Is it about the letting go? Or is it about the allowing the let go? So, very interesting. There could be something about someone wanting to reconcile with somebody, or in your virtue, someone feels that you love them, whereas it's a virtuous nature as opposed to actually being in love with somebody. You're just being kind. There's a lot of people in the world who don't experience kindness from people at all, period. So when someone is kind to them, they don't know if they're just being kind or if they actually love them. So sometimes you have to S-P-E-L-L it out, spell it out for them, you know, how it is you feel and what it is you're wanting to bring to the table here. Or are you wanting to bring anything to the table? Is it just compassion? How is the universe having your back here? Obstacles are detours in the right direction. So there's definitely been obstacle being, I'm going to put that over here. And perhaps it's about forgiving, somebody being able to forgive because they've realized that this obstacle was a detour that needed to happen and it wasn't a personal thing, perhaps. So that could be the lesson that's being learned here, is that obstacles are detours in the right direction. That they actually are ending up happier and more fulfilled on the flip side of that. And in forgiving, in understanding this and learning it, then you're able to have further forgiveness and to appreciate your own virtues that took you to that place. So I just saw one flip over. It didn't want to come out, but hope is the conduit for miracles. So somebody has some sincere hope here that something is going to work out. And that's beautiful, because in hope, that is a conduit for miracles, the card says. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. I am the dreamer of my dreams. There's something that someone dreams here and they don't even know why. Why is it I can't let go of this person? I can't let go of this relationship. I can't let go of the past. Why is it? Why? And you endlessly, relentlessly are asking the divine about why. Well, they're going to show you. They're going to show you why. But right now, with the perfume of Sophia, they want you to take an inner stance and lose all attachment to what this is going to look like. Maybe not emotional attachment per se, but you've got to be, you can't make decisions before you even find out the truth of the situation or scenario, you see. It could be that someone's being kind when you have mistaken it for love. And it could be that someone is in love when you're mistaking it for kindness, you see. Perhaps you're doing things that are kind and you're not sure if you're doing them out of which energy. Is it out of kindness or is it out of love? Like, I thought I'd let go of this person. But there's something about the past where someone says, I love you, or they want to say, I love you. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. So where is there a stagnant situation or energy, there needs to be forgiveness for absolute sure. I am the dreamer of my dreams. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely cries for help. So if you're going to go talk to somebody and they attack you or get angry or whichever, it's a cry for help. You have to understand that their inner emotions and their inner self is crying out for help from you, or possibly from the divine. Perhaps it's not your situation to solve, but understanding what's going on in their heart space at a very deep spiritual level, then you will understand how to move forward. There's something about the wait, not making a decision until you have more information. I am the dreamer of my dreams, and hope is the conduit for miracle. That's beautiful. So sometimes the dreams that you have, the divine has brought to you because they are things that you have signed up for. Let's find a hope card. Hope card. Yeah, there you go. A hope card instead of a postcard from Spirit. How can Spirit give us hope through the spiritual post today? How can Spirit give us hope in remembering that we are the dreamer of our dreams? How can they do that? What can we keep our mind on here? Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go, and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. I hope this message resonates for you guys, because man, it's a beautiful one. Oh, you know what? Weekend hope. Let's do ourselves a favor and pull some tarot on this, because you know, on the weekend hope, I like to do a little different. I like to do a little more because it holds you for a few days longer. Tell me about this forgiveness, please. Tell me about this forgiveness. What's this forgiveness so about? Is it about family situation? Is it about love? What's it about? Forgiveness. It's about a new portal of energy opening. That much I do know. Moving away from rough waters to calm waters. So someone may, perhaps you just need forgiveness to ease your heart here. You want to walk away from the mental mind games and the mental frustrations. And it absolutely will be a wish granted, for sure. Look at that. That's beautiful. Tell me about this. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Obstacles are detours in the right directions, as this falls on as well. Perhaps somebody moved away from things and realized that they ended up in a far better place, which actually helped them forgive the situations of the past. But there's something about honoring the virtue that is you. Hope is the conduit for miracles. The divine's offering something and someone's sitting there saying, nope, don't think I want that. Thanks, though. Can we find a different person to take that cup? Because I have seen everything that's in these cups and I am not interested. But you see, this is about pinning what you think is going to happen on the situation. And there's going to be healing there. Yeah. So someone's really bored. Someone's bored. Perhaps, perhaps someone's reaching out in boredom. But you realize there has to be forgiveness in a situation first. There's definitely an ending. There needs to come an ending to, I think someone has hope. This is about healing and patience. They have hope and they've been patient, but they're getting bored. Something that happened in an ending, there needs to be forgiveness in order to have a wish granted here. What's this ending about? Look at that. Transformation and an offer coming out of the ending. Look at that. Someone could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, Virgo energy here. It's like starting to see the sun starting to rise the next morning. It's like after this has happened, whatever happened, there's like hope. All of a sudden there's hope that something could change and transform with the time that has happened and you've been patient, and a new offer could be made. Could be a financial offer, but I see much about love and relationships here. Communication coming in really, really fast. The question is, will you trust it? Will I trust it? The reason I say that is because I believe that you've had an ending over something that happened here, and the communication coming in may be coming in quickly, but I think you're concerned, or someone's concerned, that they're going to be played. If you were played in the past, perhaps you feel like you were played over a circumstance, or there were lies, and so now you're concerned about taking anything moving forward. So someone's all up in their freaking head about this. That's why we got the perfume of Sophia, because underneath it all, the divine is asking you not to make any preconceived judgments. Yeah, that's exactly what that's about. I love you. What's this card about, the I love you card? I love you. Taking everything that you know thus far, leaving what doesn't serve you behind, hence the leaving what doesn't serve you behind energy in this reading. And taking what you know and moving away from the turmoil, the battle. There's a huge opportunity that's coming to you here. Perhaps somebody will say, remember I said there could have been lies and stuff. So this huge opportunity, which may look small, could be huge, but you've got to get past what's happened in the past. And it could be with a soulmate, see. Someone you've known definitely from the past needs healing here. And there's a huge amount of love and connection. And I think there could be, you could even be lying to yourself, or someone could be lying to themselves that this would never happen. They're just going to play me. I think it's almost something you tell yourself to protect your heart. when in actuality, it seems to me, whoever this is for here, the divine is trying to move you into a place of just wait, be patient, allow the time to come when there can be transformation due to communication coming in. I hear someone saying, yes, but you lied about X, Y, and Z. And the other person saying, yes, actually, I did lie about X, Y, and Z. And they'll tell you exactly why they did. I don't believe this is a cheating scenario. I think that someone felt like there was more going on under the scenes, and it scared them, so they left the relationship because it's almost like you couldn't even ask. Someone could believe that an ending happened due to a third-party situation, but that's not the case. I think that whoever left out of, it's almost like they were trying to hem you in to a circumstance or situation to make themselves feel safe, or vice versa. They didn't want to lose what they had, but at the same time couldn't communicate properly about why it is they were bringing whatever to the table. There is going to be a huge opportunity to move forward with this because someone definitely does love you, or you do love somebody else. Taking a logical and passionate approach. Look at that, with the divine at the helm of it all. Look at that, the Empress. Wow, this definitely could be between a mother, children, family situation. Definitely could be. I say definitely, and then could be. That's kind of an oxymoron in and of itself. So the reality here is that I think that's the confusion you've had, or you're heading into, or maybe you're at right now. Definitely. Well, could be, hence the perfume of Sophia card, right? But there is a definite connection here between two people and an Empress. This is a pregnant woman. What you birth now, you will create healing and abundance over within 6 months' time. And it's divinely guided you do. You could be dealing with higher government institutions. Also, you could be dealing with a, what do you call it? A marriage, but a female judge. So we have handling things with passion, but yet not losing your mind over it, still being logical at the same time, which seems to be very important here. It wouldn't have come out. We have the energy of Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer. Everybody's here, my friends. Everybody's here. They've all joined the party to come and bring this message to you. So what is it you want to create? How is it you want to create it? And who is it you want to create it with? Because there is something about soul contract here, marriage even. This is a situation, if forgiven and healed, could in some way bring a marriage back together. Let's get a message from the angels before we go. A couple of them maybe. Look at that. No, out of all of these cards, I pull the angel card of marriage. I'm the angel of marriage, and I'm assisting you right now. So this could be about someone's marriage who they thought it was going to go south because of things that have happened in the past. Someone felt very backstabbed by lies and anger and frustration. This could also be those who want to be married, or perhaps you thought you were with your person, turned out you weren't, and perhaps turns out that maybe they are, because we have the angel of marriage here working on this circumstance. You are at the end of the cycle in your life. Call upon the angels to guide you, to comfort you and guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So this end, if the angel of marriage here is to help assist you in your marriage right now, it could be assisting you in the ending of a marriage, or it could be assisting you in the getting back together, and therefore we will end the separation energy that's been going on here between two counterparts. Two counterparts as in being, you know, sacred masculine, sacred feminine. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. So, I love you guys. I'm being told to pull this card. Empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. This reminds me to say that compromise is not you both losing in a situation, okay? Compromise means that what is happening is a deeper spiritual energy. It doesn't mean it's my way or the highway, it's my way or the highway, but in compromising, you can actually bring about a deeper spiritual energy forward. A deeper spiritual energy forward. Someone might have a very logical approach and someone may have a very passionate approach. And what needs to be done is to find a way spiritually to combine them together to bring about the new in a process. And doing it in the service of love. We do not compromise unless the end result is love. Keep that in mind. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Blessings.